Your iPad does not automatically come with GarageBand already installed. You'll need to purchase the app, which costs about $4.99. The app on the iPad acts differently than the GarageBand app on an Apple computer. We'll go over the basics on how to get sound from your iPad in GarageBand to an Apple computer in GarageBand. You'll then learn the editing basics of GarageBand on a Mac. Please note that you can edit in GarageBand on an iPad. But for this course, as your audio projects get more complicated and larger, it's going to serve you better to edit your projects on a Mac. That's because file sizes are going to get quite large. Take the iMic that's been provided by the department and make sure that you have the appropriate cable to connect to your iPad. Connect the mic to the iPad. If you have a stand for the mic, set it on a stand. Double tap the GarageBand app on your iPad to open it. You'll be given a choice of instruments on the screen. You can swipe from left to right until you find the microphone titled Audio Recorder. This is what you're going to use for this course. We will not be covering the use of other instruments. Once you select microphone, you'll see a large VU meter which you'll see picking up audio levels from your microphone. Even though you can record without an external microphone and you can use the iPad internal microphone, it's preferred for you to use the external microphone so you can capture quality sound. The internal mic will pick up a lot of ambient noise and won't work well for quality audio production. Now connect either your own personal earphones or a pair provided by the department to the earphone jack on the iPad. Now we have to set up the interface correctly to get the audio into the iPad. Welcome back. Now how to record a track into GarageBand on your iPad. What you need to do is first press the GarageBand app on your iPad to open up the interface. You'll be given a number of options or instruments. The first instrument that you see here is Audio Recorder. That's the microphone. That's what we'll be using for all of this course. We're not going to learn any other instruments but the audio recorder. You can swipe back and forth and see all the other instruments, but primarily because this is a spoken word news type recording that you'll be doing for all of the projects, you'll press Audio Recorder. Once you press that, it'll give you a VU meter. As you can see, the VU meter is showing your audio levels, or my audio levels, as I speak. In order to fix those audio levels so they don't peak too much into the red, you can change them or modify them by going to the upper left-hand portion of the screen. Press that. As you can see, Automatic shows what my audio levels look like right now. Automatic is on-off. If I press it to on, you can see I don't have any control. If I press it to off, I have more control and I can see how high I want to put the level, where it's too modulated or over-modulated and it'll be very distorted. Or I can bring it down very low, or you can probably hardly hear it. So I want to keep my level somewhere in the middle where it peaks a little bit into the red, but not too much. In order to hear yourself in your earphones, I would turn that monitor to the on position. If I do that right now, you're going to hear reverb. Right now, you hear my reverb, the reverb in the computer because I'm doing this tutorial. I'm going to turn that to the off position so you don't hear reverb all the way through our entire tutorial. Now that you've set your levels, you can press the amp again and the selection will disappear. Go to the upper right hand portion of the screen now and go to what looks like a wrench. Press that. You'll get selections called Settings. The metronome, it sounds like a clicking sound. A lot of people use that while they're singing in order to keep time or playing in order to keep time. You want that metronome to the off position. You don't want it clicking while you're talking because it'll be very distracting. And you'll also hear it picking up into your microphone. So turn the metronome off. The count in. That's kind of like a 3, 2, 1 click before you start speaking. You can have it on if you'd like, but I generally turn it off. After that, press the wrench again. Your selections will disappear. Go to the upper right portion of the screen and you'll see a plus button. Press that plus button once and you'll see Song Selections. Selection A. And it says 8 bars. If you leave that in that position, what will happen is you'll record and it will only record for 8 bars of time and then cut off. You don't want that. You want the opportunity to be able to talk or speak or re-record for as long as you want. So press Selection A and you'll have Automatic. Turn that automatic to the on position. This allows you to record for as long as you want, and when you're ready to stop, you'll hit the stop button. Now you want to get that off the screen by pressing plus, and it disappears. Now you're ready to record. You want to press the little red button in the middle top portion of the screen and start speaking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a test of the Radio Production 1 and Television and Radio News Writing course in which to understand how to use GarageBand for class. And this is what will sound like right now. So I'm going to press this stop button. And now we have a recorded session. To the right, as you see, the VU meter changed slightly. All these selections to the right that you see, the 9 selections that you see to the right, those are things that you can actually apply to your sound in order to get a different sound to your voiceover or to your interviews. If you want that sound that you just recorded to sound like you were in a small room, you can apply small room. If you wanted that sound to sound like you were in a large room, you can put it in a large room. For the most part, dry is where you want to stay. Dry is right in the middle, as you can see. It's a circle with a slash right through it. That is where you want to stay because most of your sound you want it to stay as natural as possible. In order to see your waveforms, let's say if you wanted to edit in GarageBand on your iPad, and I don't recommend it, but if you wanted to, you just go to the button that looks like a microphone next to the word undo. Press that. It'll give you the waveforms. If you double tap, you'll see you have the ability to cut, copy, delete, loop, split. But again, I am not going to be teaching how to edit it on the iPad. I am going to be teaching you how to edit your audio in the Mac on GarageBand. It's much easier. You'll have a lot better situation in terms of your final product. So, now that you're done with your one recording and you say you want to do another recording, then press My Songs in the upper left portion of the screen. You'll save, and it's called My Song. Although it's named My Song right now, you can change the name in order for you to find it later. It might be better for you to just change it to something that would be more appropriate to whatever you're recording. And I'm going to change that to my first initial and my last name. I'm going to press the Edit button in the upper right portion of the screen. Press it once. Everything starts to wiggle. Then press My Song. I've selected it. And I'll press My Song again near the words My Song. Now I can change the title. And I'm going to put E. Dillard, D-I-L-L-A-R-D. And I'm going to put VO number 1. Okay. You can press Done in the upper portion of the screen or Done in the keypad. It doesn't matter. Now that you've got them both, press Done again. Let's say you want to do another recording and you want to continue doing all your recordings until you're done. Press the plus button in the left hand upper portion of the screen. You'll get New Song, iTunes, and Use iCloud. Hit New Song, and then you'll be given the options of using the instruments once again. Now just start all over again, start recording until you're done. In the next tutorial, we'll learn about how to get the sound out of the iPad into your Mac so that you can edit it.